Do you see professional speaking?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's get started. So often, what happens during in high stake situation when you have to give a talk or when you are put on a spot, right? In such situations where someone suddenly puts you on a spot, you knew something about the topic, but your mind freezes. You don't know what to gather and then talk, right? So these are some of the issues we face in our professional setting, or whenever there is a requirement that you need to talk to people. And this has happened for me many times. Often, when I was earlier uh, working for a company, suddenly my manager used to ask, "Okay, why don't you talk about or um, give a status or talk about a certain problem, completely impromptu." Often during that time, we don't know what to talk if we are not prepared. So that is when there are a few frameworks which will be very helpful, and this framework can solve multiple problems. One such problem is it provides a kind of structure to your whatever you're talking. That way, the others understand better. You might be feeling like sometimes, okay, why this person is not able to get me? Often, right? Uh, does anybody feel like that? You'll be talking for a long time and then you feel kind of expression in others face that, oh, okay, he's not getting me at all. Has anybody?
Almost everyone, Satish. I can say that for sure.
Yeah, so those are pretty common situations, but there is a lot of solution around if we dig through. So I was doing a lot of research in this direction, and some of the solutions which I found was the frameworks. Actually, let's understand this framework. How these frameworks simplify the way uh, we talk to people. So I'll go to this. The framework was simple. It is called 1 2 3 framework. I think that is better than 3 to 1, whatever you call 1 2 3 framework. It is called. Yeah, I want first one thing, two steps. Yeah, it's called 1 2 3 framework. What is 1 2 3 framework? It's one thing, two types, three steps. So one thing is, let me give an example. Suppose if somebody asks you about um, why do you love traveling, or if somebody asks you, can you talk about traveling, you can start like this. One thing I love about traveling is it gives freedom of new experiences. Traveling has two types of traveling. You can travel by two types. One is through air, one is through train. And there are three steps for booking, where you can start by go to a certain site, and then book a ticket, and then you can start traveling. So you can use these three words as a part of each sentences, starting the each sentences. That way, you do not have to think much. So this is a very simple and very effective framework, at least which it has helped me in a lot way. I mean, I'm able to gather my thoughts faster. So directly, any topic, if somebody provides, you start with one thing I want to do about that is so. So you have already covered with a couple of words initially, and then you just go on. So this has been a very effective framework. Yeah, that is one. And there is another simple framework, very similar to this. This frameworks definitely adds a lot of structure to it. This is called point, action, result, ask. So you need to keep these things in mind, and you need to start your conversation. So this is another framework. So like this, there are lot of frameworks which would help for you to structure the conversation. So always try to talk in frameworks. And definitely all these things will come with, you need to build them muscle memory. It is not that, okay, you need know this framework, you practiced a couple of times. It doesn't work that way. What you need to do is you need to build that muscle memory. Every day, spend 15 to 20 minutes, take uh, take a topic and then use 1 to 3 framework for at least 15 days. Then slowly you will start building your muscle memory, and then things will start working for you. So this is how you can structure your thought process and help people understand you better. So once your people are able to get you better, then there won't be much interruptions on your talk. Um, and then you also uh, tend not to over explain things. Often, if we don't have any structure, what happens? We start talking about a lot of things. We will be in all the places, which confuses the listener. They will not get what exactly you're talking about. There is no uh, proper structure, and then it makes them it makes more difficult for them to catch you. So try to talk in frameworks, and where most important is the discipline of building the muscle memory. One more problem I would like to talk about is use of us and ums, right? Whenever you start using us and ums in your conversation, um, mm, it becomes really difficult for others to understand. It is not easy to come out of it, but there are ways. One of the solution for us and ums is pauses. You need to give pause. Whenever you feel you tend to say us and right? A pause would definitely uh, makes the conversation much better. And all these things, again, as I said, you need to have a discipline, you need to build that muscle memory, you need to practice. At least 15, minimum 15 days of practice is required for all these things to start working. And the third problem I would like to address during communication is me mindset. So often, whenever we talk in a group, it's our pro. We always think about ourselves. Oh, what will happen if that person? I mean, we always be thinking about how clear we need to talk, and then the people judging us. What if they judge me like this? So it's not. always about you. You need to focus on others. For example, even now I'm talking with you all. I'm thinking about how best I can help you understand this subject. So you need to focus on others rather than focusing on you. Whenever in a conversation, right? You need to focus on others. Um, so that would help you one build confidence, because you are not always thinking about your talk, your what the kind of pronunciation you are doing. You need to focus on others. Try to think how best you can deliver or help the other person understand about a topic which you are trying to say. So that would help mm, solve basically the confidence problem. So these are some of the problems which even I face on a whenever I talk, and these are some of the solution which I discovered, which I wanted to share with everybody. So yeah, that's all I had. Thank you. Just summarizing, if you have whenever you talk, first thing is talk in frameworks. 1 2 3 framework, para framework are the simplest one. I feel 1 2 3 framework is much simpler. The way it works is take any topic and start with one thing and try to discover if it has got any types, and then what are the steps to achieve. So this will help the others to understand you better. Another framework is para. Point, make a point, and what all the actions as part of it, and what was the result, and what is the ask. So there is one more I just remember. It is called star methodology. Usually it is used for interviewing. I mean, whenever you talk to people, right? If you use star methodology, star is S starts with a situation. You just explain a small situation. T is what all tasks you did for that situation. A is action items. R is results. So this is another framework. So yeah, you can use these three frameworks, and mastery will be the discipline, building the muscle memory. You have to practice at least for 15 days. And next problem is R's and M's could be solved by pauses, or let me know if you have come across anything, any other solution. And the third one is from me to others or you mindset. Yeah, that's all I had. Thank you.